I come to a group discussion, what you have to do is, it's about, I'll tell you some of the introductory lines. One of you come ahead and introduce the topic. Okay. Then every person of you, like you have to decode each other. Like the topic of today's discussion is, suppose I give you climate change and poverty and its effect on poverty, something like that. Suppose I give you the topic. First, you have to start with it. Like, good morning, everyone. The topic of today's discussion is, you have to name that topic, be it any topic. Climate change is the only topic. Suppose I'm giving you heading for introductory lines. Good morning, everyone. The topic of today's discussion is climate change. Now, what do you mean by that topic? Second thing is the meaning of that topic. The introductory line to that topic is very much important. You will say that certainly we have seen that due to increase in greenhouse gases or due to increase in carbon emissions, the climate has been adversely impacted. Like there is a huge change in the climate era or something like that. So that is what is being formulated, and it has resulted into various adverse effects. Poverty is one of them. One gave an introductory line also. And then you will say, according to me, you can say one of the prior things. Suppose I say, due to climate change, agriculture is being impacted at the huge cost. Okay. So you will say your perspective. According to me, the climate change, the huge perspective of climate change is relying on agriculture, because India is a land of agriculture. It is getting severely affected. Now I open the house for discussion. Clear with the introduction, how you need to give an introduction for any topic. It is, good morning, everyone. It is a hand thumb rule you have to decode. Good morning, everyone. The topic of today's discussion, you have to speak that topic. Then you have to take an introductory line. If it is suppose unemployment, if it is suppose any other topic where you can give a meaning to that topic, you can go for the definition also. So third thing is about the meaning, introductory line or the definition. Then comes your perspective. What do you mean by your perspective? And the last comes is, you open the house for discussion. Clear with the introduction format you have to follow? Clear with the format, all of you? Okay. Then what comes to the second thing now? How you need to discuss in a group discussion. You see, why we do a group discussion is, here you have to beat others. You have to hear the perspective. What are the things you are going to be judged on? Attentiveness, how much attentive you are. Because what I'll give you 3 minutes to discuss a topic. Write down a topic. You start writing your points. But when it comes to speaking, you don't listen what the other person is actually speaking, right? When Renu speaks, Renu started and she opened the house for discussion. Then Devi will say, I agree with it or disagree with it. Always start, I agree with this topic, I disagree with this topic. According to my opinion, Renu, you gave a very valid point. I thank you for that point. You have to respect and either be in the positive side of that topic or on the negative side of that topic. Clear with this thing also? In between conversation. In between conversation should always start, because I am giving the first one. Suppose Renu gave the introduction one. Ayush has to make a point. So I would say, okay, I agree with Renu. I disagree with Renu. According to me, yes, climate change is impacting severely, and I am going to give another dimension to this topic. You can add one more dimension. Climate change is there, agriculture is there, land skill labor is there. You can give your own dimension. Whenever you are going to start a new dimension to that topic, you always have to say, now I'm going to give a new dimension to that topic. Clear with this thing also? In between conversation is very important. How you address someone else, that is very, very important. Clear till this now? Then by the end, how you need to conclude a group discussion, even that is very important. Then what you have to do is, you have to summarize the points. Okay, how you need to do it out? So yes, it was never say it was a very good discussion. These are the objectives that are not needed in a topic. I am talking about climate change. You are telling me it is a good discussion, not a good point. No, it will be, yes, we gave a very valid, it was a very fruitful discussion. It was a very healthy argument. The healthy arguments were exchanged during the group discussion. Clear? Use good words, not good as an adjective for a topic like climate change, for a topic like social level. It was a very healthy discussion. Every person came with their perspectives. So it will be like, at last, with respect to entire group, I would like to conclude. And according to my opinion, it was a very healthy discussion. Every person gave their perspectives, and you can highlight 2 or 3 perspectives. Now we have realized that summing up all the points, the climate change is a huge impact which is going on. We have recently saw it in the news also. And this are the multiple factors due to which the poverty is being affected due to climate change. And last, I want to like to conclude it out. That's it. So it's a very generic one. Clear with how to introduce a topic, in between conversation, and how to conclude. Any problem in this before we start with the group discussion? Any problem to anyone? बताओ, किसी को प्रॉब्लम है समझने में? मोर इज अबाउट प्रैक्टिस, हाउ यू प्रैक्टिस इट आउट. कंक्लूजन मतलब ये नहीं होता कि हर एक के पॉइंट बोलने हैं, एवरी पॉइंट हैज टू बी स्पोकन. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. ओनली इफ यू रिमेंबर, सपोज देवी प्रसाद gave a very interesting point, you can speak that point, because that, suppose a quote can be given, speak with that quote. A quote, Hindi also quote, you can shlok, you can write it out, you can speak out that also. It should be less than a minute. It should not be very elongated conclusion. In GT, you have an elongated conclusion. In group discussion, the conclusion is not a long one. Okay. And whenever you are giving your points in group discussion also, group discussion के point एक चीज बहुत याद रख लो. मैंने सपोज करो स्टार्ट किया, क्लाइमेट चेंज की वजह से पावर्टी बहुत इफेक्ट हो रही है, क्योंकि एग्रीकल्चर लैंड है, एग्रीकल्चर खराब हो रहा है. मैंने ये पॉइंट दिया. इसके बाद कोर्ट मुझे अगला कोई पॉइंट करेगा, मैंने एक ही पॉइंट देना है एक डिस्कशन के टाइम. अगला पॉइंट सपोज देवी प्रसाद ने बोलना है कि नहीं, लैंड स्किल लेवल बहुत खराब हो रही है, लोगों को मूव करना पड़ रहा है, हीट स्ट्रोक्स बहुत ज्यादा, लोग काम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. ये कैसे स्टार्ट करेगा देवी प्रसाद? Yes, I agree, but I would like to add a new dimension. The land skill labor is at huge impact. We need to talk about those also, people. तो वो आप एड्रेस करोगे इस तरह से. सपोज सारे पॉइंट्स बोल दिए. जब आपने बोलना है अच्छा क्लाइमेट चेंज को किस तरह से इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, फिर आप बोल सकते हो नाउ वी नीड टू डिस्कस सम ऑफ द पर्सपेक्टिव्स, हाउ वी कैन इम्प्रूव दैट कंडीशन आल्सो. क्लियर हुआ सारी चीजें सबको?
Ma'am, I have one query.
गो अहेड.
Yes, ma'am, for example, we have little bit knowledge of GD topic and somehow we were not able to start the discussion. Now, our our chance came 3 to 4 candidates and our all points has been discussed. Then in that situation, what we can do?
Okay, good point. Now I tell you, एक तो ग्रुप डिस्कशन, और ग्रुप टास्क तो नहीं किया अभी तक आप लोगों ने, राइट? यू हैव नॉट डन ग्रुप टास्क. ग्रुप डिस्कशन में मैं एक चीज बोलती हूँ, आपको क्या करना होता है, इट इज अ वन ऑन वन फाइट. ठीक है, वन ऑन फाइट मीन्स रेनो कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग बंदा लगता है ना, पता चल जाता है जैसे कोई स्टार्ट करता है कि कौन स्ट्रॉन्ग बोल रहा है पॉइंट्स, उसको पकड़ लो. यू से सपोज देवी ने बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स दिया, आई एग्री विद यू देवी प्रसाद, आप उसके पॉइंट को सुनो, कोई एग्जांपल कोट कर दो. अच्छा न्यूज में आजकल ये आ रहा था, आपको क्या करना है, कॉमन लाइव एग्जांपल. जरूरी नहीं है पॉइंट दो, जरूरी नहीं है डायमेंशन दो, डोंट गो फॉर दैट. अगर मैं सपोज करो बात कर रही हूँ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की बात कर रही हूँ, वेरी सिंपल टॉपिक है ना, या कोई भी मैं अगर बात करूँ इन्फ्लुएंसर्स की बात करती हूँ, कर लो. Nowadays we are able to see even the celebrities and everyone in the movies also, such topics are a big concern, they are also motivating it out. एक पर्सन को एड्रेस कर लो कि इस बंदे के पॉइंट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, उसके साथ एग्री कर जाओ. और क्या करो, अपना नॉर्मल, अगर आप डे टू डे एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हो ना, अगर आप नॉर्मल एग्जांपल्स वो हम उठा सकते हैं, इतना कोई टॉपिक आप लोग को समझ आ जाएगा, तो फॉर द एग्जांपल्स बाकी करके पता चलता है. सी आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू, इट इज अ वेरी फर्स्ट फ्लॉज आएंगे, आफ्टर 3 4 5 you get very you can say the best in the group discussions.
Okay.
But yeah, I will be writing each and everyone's point. कौन क्या पॉइंट बोल रहा है, कहाँ गलतियां कर रहा है. We will have it for 15 minutes at the max, or we can start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes because you are 4 in number. I'll give you 10 minutes. Each person, whatever is speaking, I am going to write that point, because that is what I do in my group discussions. Okay, I write everyone's point, and then at the end I'm going to discuss each person's point. आपने कहाँ पे गलती की थी, कहाँ पे नहीं की थी. ठीक है, क्लियर हो गया कंसेप्ट ग्रुप डिस्कशन का?
Yes, ma'am. One more query.
बोलो बोलो.
Yeah, for example, we have introduced the topic, and after that, is it needed कि हमें वापस से उस डिस्कशन में जाना चाहिए या औरों को मौका देना चाहिए?
नहीं नहीं, यू हैव टू, बट 2-3 पॉइंट्स का वेट करना है. किसी को बार बार कट नहीं करना, पहली चीज याद रखो, डोंट ओवर कट एनीवन. ये नहीं कि मिड में ही कर रहे हो, डू कट बाय द एंड ऑफ द आर्ग्यूमेंट. और यू हैव अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट, जैसे किसी ने पॉइंट दिया उसके साथ नॉर्मल एग्जांपल अटैच कर दो, दैट कैन बी डन. और इट कैन बी यू टेक अ गैप ऑफ 2-3 पर्सन्स, 2 पर्सन्स का गैप लिया, तीसरे में फिर बोल दो. यू हैव टू मेंटेन 2-2. आप ये कोशिश करा करो, इफ इट इज मोर टाइम्स अ ग्रुप, राइट नाउ यू आर 4 in number, at least everyone should give 4 pointers each minimum. ठीक है, इट कैन बी मैक्सिमम ऑल्सो. 3 to 4 पॉइंटर्स अगर आपकी पार्टिसिपेशन है, थोड़े थोड़े गैप में है, जैसे ये नहीं इकट्ठे 4 बार स्टार्टिंग में कर दिया, वो गलत है. स्टार्टिंग में किया 2 पर्सन का गैप, फिर किया, फिर 2 पर्सन का गैप, फिर किया, वो 2 पर्सन गैप, कम लाइक यू हैव ओके पार्टिसिपेशन. Rest, it is going to depend on how you're going to speak. Now I'm going to judge you because everyone is going for me with the first time. I don't know much about you guys. ठीक है, so I'm going to start it out. Karunakar, be visible. Chalo, I am going to choose a random persons. 2 people will be for introduction, 2 people will be for conclusion today. Okay, who are there? The topic of today's discussion is climate change and its impacts on poverty. Note down the topic first. Climate change and its impact on poverty. Now, see, this was exactly different, very common topic to it. This is economic effects of climate change on Indian economy, या फिर Indian economy being impacted by climate change. हर टॉपिक को हम इस तरह से प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, वो 2-3 डायमेंशंस में पूछा जाए, you are able to answer that. Okay, never prepare a topic like this कि एक ही टॉपिक है जो climate change आ गया. Climate change was a very important topic which was recently asked in IOCL also. IOCL and I think HAL, they were asked the same topic, right? Because climate change, we have seen recently number of landslides happened. The floods were being impacted in Punjab region, and even in Himachal, the entire tourism, everything is getting disrupted. If you have heard about it, right? If you have seen the news, very first thing. तो वो टॉपिक को एक मेरे साथ जब भी जीडी लगाना है, मेक इट अ पॉइंट टुमारो इन द आफ्टरनून ऑल्सो. बी रेडी विद योर कॉपी, नोट पैड लगा लो, उसमें जो जो पॉइंट्स हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं वो एक प्रॉपर कॉपी मेंटेन होनी चाहिए. You yourself will see after 5 topics हमने approximately 10 topics cover कर लिए होंगे. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से flow maintain करना है. Done? Guidance complete? चलो, now it's your work. I'm going to start it for complete 10 minutes. पहले I'm going to give you 2 people who are going up for the introduction. Tell me. Renu and Ayush. चलो, Karunakar and who else? Karunakar and Ayush. Renu and Devi Prasad for conclusion. Okay, that is your now. Now I'm going to give you पहले 3 minutes to think about the topic. Think as much points you can, write it down. Normal examples लिखो, common examples लिखो, हर चीज, हर dimension note करो. Clear? 3 minutes. एक तो वीडियो ऑन रखना, फिर ना कर. No one will Google it out. कोई गूगल नहीं करेगा. ठीक है? No googling. Okay. चलो. It's 4:16 by my side. We are going to start at 4:19. Okay? And I'll speak when you have to start. Just keep on writing whatever points come to your mind, from definition to everything. Okay, guys, so 3 minutes are up for you. Now we can start with the discussion. And yes, Ayush and Karunakar, who is going first? So, okay, Karunakar, go ahead.
Yes. Okay, good evening, friends.
Keep your mics near to your mouth. Okay, and Ayush, unmute your mic. Don't forget to unmute it out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Karunakar.
Okay, good evening, friends. My name is Karunakar, and I am glad that I had the opportunity to initiate the group discussion. The topic that was given to us is the climate change and its impact on poverty. I think the topic is of current relevance, and yes, I believe that due to climate change, there are many impacts on the economy and also creates some poverty on our country. So uh, there was a many impacts. So we will discuss one by one. So now I open the house for to start the discussion.
Okay, Ayush, you also go for the introduction first.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for giving me opportunity to start this group discussion. As we know, this a given topic is very common nowadays. That the effect of climate change is affecting everywhere in some manner. So, it is to first of all, it is to industrialization is increases day by day, and also that vehicles number of vehicles are increasing day by day. In my point of view, one of the important effect of climate change of poverty is first is in the agricultural part. I am from Chhattisgarh, so Chhattisgarh is land of agriculture only. So, ma'am, should I discuss the points or should I stop
Okay,
after
two
introduction?
as per. First is you did the introduction, you open the house for discussion. Okay, chalo.
Okay.
Now everyone start it out. I'm observing you for 10 minutes, 9 minutes, and you have to initiate your ideas. Okay, go ahead, everyone.
So, in my point of view,
I should introduce the topic. You cannot start accordingly. You have to give your point
okay.
at that time. Okay. Now wait.
Okay.
Now wait. Okay, let
Okay,
others
okay.
do it now. Devi Prasad or Renu, go ahead now.
Actually, good evening. I'm Devi Prasad. I would like to begin the topic like climate change and its effect on poverty. As today, as coming years, the climate change has been very drastic. It leads unseasonal rainfall, which affect the agricultural crops. Some seasonal agriculture crops has been changed because of the non-seasonal rainfalls. It directly affect the farmers, not just like agriculture. Due to climate change, the rainfall has been heavy in some of the parts of somewhere of the country, and remaining parts doesn't have so much rainfall like that.
Okay,
Yes.
I agree to Devi Prasad. I would like to add one more point here that yes, due to climate change, the largely impact is on agriculture, that is directly related to poverty, because in agriculture, for agriculture people, the main source of income is their crops. So it is climate change is affecting very largely to agriculture crops. Second one, the use of plastic is also affecting our environment. So the naturality of environment is going. And the third one is due to greenhouse effects and ozone gas hole, the natural air and the health of people are affecting. So directly it is affecting to people's lives and the situation of poverty situation in our country.
Okay, that friends, I would like to add one more point. That is the climate change is mainly caused to the global warming. So the experts are saying that our country's temperature, world's temperature is increasing by 1% of every decade. So there is a high probability that one should maintain the temperature decrease on his own perspective. And the second thing is because of this climate change, there will be no seasonal rainfalls. That will have the scarcity of food. So that's how will increases the crimes and increases the poverty in our country.
Okay, friends. I want to add some points. Due to sudden climate change, sometimes flood also came to in our country in many part of south and east region, as we know. So due to that, also that the shops nearby beside the roads of the poor people may get some effect also from that climate change, and also due to heavy rainfall and due to sudden change in climate, many accidents and many landslides also happening nowadays. It increases day by day. Actually, this is all results, in my point of view. This all results. This is all happening due to that more industrialization and more pollution in our increasing pollution in our environment. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, I want sorry for our different conversation with Aish. The industrialization does not directly contribute the
Yeah,
climate
yeah,
change.
yeah. Yes.
We have to abide by the rules followed by the government. Likewise, if you want to have an industry which directly affects the environment, some you have to take some steps against what are the preventive measures should taken for in the climate change. That's why
Yes, yes, yes.
you have to abide
Yes,
by
yes,
the
Yes.
rules.
yes. I
Yes.
am agreeing
And
with
I would like to clarify my point by giving an example. For example, the people who do the main business of theirs are agriculture, so they are moving to cities. At the main source of, and they don't have any employment for their living. So this is also they are living in cities in slum areas. They don't have earning income. They don't have that much education, so we are going in a poverty situation. So this is due to mainly climate change. Otherwise earlier they were living very happily and growing some products. So
Yeah, actually, I agree with
yeah.
what Renu is saying. Yeah, many people from villages, they don't because of that uneven climate change, uneven rainfall, they don't rely on agriculture. That's why they are moving for some income like that. They are going outside the station, like for metropolitan city, they are going for income.
Not only
yes,
Yes.
sir.
the agriculture
And
Yes.
one
will
more
be
example,
with
like we use
climate change. Okay,
plastic
continue.
and plastic polythene. So this is also for example, this is also harmful to our environment. And by I think I'm not able to clarify my point. Yes,
Okay.
Karuna.
Okay, then the not only the agriculture sector is facing the problem of this climate change. So as we are seeing in the news also, there are many landslides, and the disasters are also happening due to the climate changes. So the government is also having some initiatives like Go Green, this kind of initiatives taking on to control the climate change. So ultimately, if the climate will changes, it will definitely impact on poverty by having some food scarcity like that.
Yes. I'm agreeing with your point. And also, like I'm presently I'm in Odisha. Here, anytime can like climate change anytime. It is not predictable here, and due to that only here it is very difficult for the uh, uh, organization to control the all the environment things and all the electricity things. Here it is very sudden. And also, I want to add one point in agricultural. If the like agricultural crops growing are fully dependent on this climate only. But if climate change is sudden, very sudden, and due to the effect of over rain or over water in the field of crops, that the crops will fully destroyed, and that poor people may get depressed also. And due to that, some of them will commit suicide also. These are the current situation going on some part of our country.
Okay. Now I'll give chance to conclude, right? Because there are some mistakes you are committing. I'll let you know, everyone. First of all, conclusion. I think Devi Prasad,
Yeah, ma'am.
go for the conclusion.
Yeah, actually, thank you for the healthy discussion. I want to conclude in the fact, in my perspective. Yeah, definitely, climate change has been happened for last few decades. It cumulatively affecting the not only agriculture department, but it also affected the poverties of fishermen, and some of the industries depend on the aquatics. So it directly, not directly or indirectly, definitely it affects the impact on environment and poverty leads to people.
Okay, great. Renu, go ahead with the conclusion.
I would like to conclude the topic. We had a very good, healthy discussion, and we have explained various aspects of climate change, negative impact on our on the poverty situation of our country. But in my opinion, the government is taking steps to reduce this, and they have taken some. They have initiated some plans so that this situation can be controlled. So we hope that this situation will be controlled in a near future. So that's it.
Okay, great. So first thing, many of you made the mistakes. Okay. When I start with the group discussion, पहले तो Karunakar and Ayush, you both gave the introduction.
Yes.
Introduction बहुत ज़्यादा एक तो confused नहीं होना होता. Try to note the introduction. When I gave you 3 minutes ना, उसके first minute में, if you are ready for the introduction, you are already allotted कि आप introduce करोगे, लिख लिया करो, bluff मत करो बीच. ठीक है? Like Ayush, what he did, he started with, it was a very common topic. Who calls a topic as a common one? Use some good adjectives whenever it is a very critical one. ऐसे topics तो आपके critical आ जाते हैं. It is a need of hour to be discussion. Whatever the points I'm saying you, words I'm saying you might not use it as a phrases for the common words. Note कर लिया करो. ठीक है? कैसे कैसे अगर कोई भी आपके आ जाते हैं, evil topic आ जाते हैं, चाहे corruption पे आ गया, employment, unemployment पे आ गया, climate change पे आ गया, कुछ भी आप ऐसे society लोगे, what are these topics? These are topics which require our utmost attention. You can use utmost attention. These are topics which are the need of the art to be discussed. These are the very critical topics, and we need our discussion. Or you can say it out that it is a very, you can say, the topic of today's discussion is just go with the simple line or don't use any adjective. ठीक है? गलत से अच्छा बोलो मत. अगर बोलना है तो जो मैं points बोल रही हूँ वो note करते रहो. ठीक है? Make it a habit that you adapt to such topics. I gave you tomorrow some different topics. Suppose I gave you a very interesting topic, hard work versus smart work. I'll give you that topic also. जब versus आता है तो बोलने का तरीका different हो जाता है. Social level वाले topic आते हैं वो different हो जाते हैं. तो हर एक में addressing की first line जो होगी ना वो change हो जाएगी. मैंने आपको 5 sets बोला है, यही याद करना है. पहला good morning, the topic of today's discussion, meaning of that topic, your perspective, open the house for discussion. You just need to, don't have to forget it out, right? Coming to first Karunakar. Karunakar, you told about the current relevance. Due to climate change, it creates poverty. First, confidence, it was low. You started with a good initiative. अभी confidence और flow में कमी थी. ठीक है? अटक रहे थे थोड़ा थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोल रहे हो. डर क्यों रहे हो? हाँ? माइक को पास में रख के बोलो. I cannot hear you. Keep your mic, if your mic is connected, but keep it near to your mouth. We cannot hear. Anyone can hear Karunakar?
No.
No, na? No, Karunakar, we cannot hear you. You just have to speak in the chat then, okay? So you listen to the feedback, whichever I'm providing you. We cannot hear your voice. First, हर एक में, जैसे रेनू ने भी गलती की, इकट्ठे थोड़ी बोलना है भाई तुम लोगों ने, सारी डिस्कशन के पॉइंट्स इकट्ठे. डिस्कशन का मतलब क्या होता है? एक मुद्दा उठाया हमने, ठीक है? एग्रीकल्चर उठाया, पहले एग्रीकल्चर की बात करो, फिर सेकंड चीज रेस करो. अच्छा, क्लाइमेट के कारण क्या चीज हो रही है, दूसरी हो रही है, तीसरी हो रही है. तुम लोग पहले पॉइंट है, रेनू ने क्या किया? पहला पॉइंट है मेरा पॉवर्टी, मेन सोर्स इनकम क्रॉप्स है, दूसरा प्लास्टिक, तीसरा ग्रीन हाउस. वो कहां से आगे रेनू? गलत हो गया ना वो सारा, पॉइंट ही गलत हो जाएगा. ग्रुप डिस्कशन मीन्स वन हेल्दी पॉइंट. यू कुड एक्सप्लेन योर पॉइंट विद एन एग्जाम्पल. बहुत लंबा पॉइंट नहीं करना, तुम्हें कोई ना कोई कट कर देगा, तुम ये भी नहीं समझ रहे हो. ठीक है? डोंट लेट मेनी लॉन्गेटेड पॉइंट्स. फर्स्ट इज करुणाकर का फीडबैक. करुणाकर इंट्रोडक्शन की फीडबैक दे रही हूँ पहले मैं. योर इंट्रोडक्शन वाज नो. करुणाकर, वी कैन नॉट हेयर यू, और यू rejoin it out. Maybe that can help you. Or we can wait, I'll provide the feedback to others. You rejoin because आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है. ठीक है? आप rejoin करो आईडी पे. नहीं आ रही. We cannot hear you. ठीक है? आप rejoin कर लो, तब तक मैं बाकियों को फीडबैक देती हूँ. Now coming to Ayush. Common topic, गलत लाइन. Civilization, number of peoples, कहाँ से लाइनें आ गई है? नहीं आ रहा ना. देखो, मैंने बहुत सिंपल बोला है. अगर तुम लोग को पॉइंट नहीं समझ आ रहा, क्लाइमेट चेंज की डेफिनेशन क्या होती है? elongated temperature conditions for a long time. Definition नहीं याद है तो it is a very critical topic, and we have seen that recently the climate is adversely affecting number of things. ठीक है, सारे points नहीं बोलने होते आयुष. It is like it is impacting severely number of things. One of the
Yes,
things is like one of the major impact is on agriculture, which is causing poverty. Rest will be unfolded by my teammates one by one. आपने सारा नहीं करना है, आप एक आधा पॉइंट बोल दो जो आपको लगता है कि मुद्दा स्टार्ट करने के लिए सबसे इंट्रोडक्शन वाले को यही होता है, सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा बेनिफिट होता है दैट यू स्टार्ट अ टॉपिक, यू गिव इट इन योर पर्सपेक्टिव. आप अपना एग्जांपल दे दो, आपके पास तो चांस है, आपने कमांड कर ली, बाद में रेणु देवी प्रसाद आपका पॉइंट रिपीट कर रहे हैं तो आपको एडवांटेज है दैट यू वर द वन हु इनिशिएटेड दिस पॉइंट. ओके, सो सारे पॉइंट्स नहीं देने हैं बट मेजर 1 or 2 impacts, the major things are this are being impacted. और मैंने एग्रीकल्चर दिया तो सभी लोग एग्रीकल्चर पे चले गए, ये भी मत करो. ठीक है, दूसरी चीज, रेनू कभी भी अगर पॉइंट इंग्लिश में हिंदी में आई एम नॉट एबल टू, आई वांट टू क्लैरिफाई माय पॉइंट, रेपिटेशन ऑफ वर्ड्स इज बैड, फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड, हिंदी में बोल लो, इंग्लिश में बोल लो, अब तो यार कंफर्ट, कोई जज नहीं हो रहा तुम लोग को कि तुम इंग्लिश में बोल रहे हो हिंदी में बोल. ठीक है, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट इफ यू स्टार्टेड विद एन इंग्लिश यू हैव टू गो फॉर अ हिंदी ऑल्सो. ठीक है, यू कैन गो इन एनी लैंग्वेज. थर्ड, एक में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट मैं ही बताना भूल गई थी तुम लोगों को, अगर तुमने सपोज एक टॉपिक के पॉजिटिव में स्टार्ट किया तुम बीच में अगेंस्ट भी जा सकते हो टॉपिक. ठीक है, जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम्हें उसी में मूव करना. तुम क्या पता, जिसने आयुष ने स्टार्ट किया टॉपिक तुम डिसएग्री भी कर सकते हो आयुष के साथ किसी पॉइंट पे, तो यू आर फ्री इन दैट. बस ये तुम बहुत अच्छे से जस्टिफाई कर लो. ठीक है, तो आयुष लाइंस को थोड़ा और इंप्रूव करो, इंट्रोडक्शन की और प्रैक्टिस करना. कल मैं टॉपिक दूंगी तो से कि मैंने इंट्रोड्यूस करना है. करुणाकर बोल के दिखाओ, आ रही है आवाज के? बोलना छोड़ दिया? नहीं आ रही, चलो.
मैम टुमारो सेम टाइम.
ना अभी मैं बताती हूँ, अभी तो फीडबैक सुनो सभी लोग, अभी तो आई एम गिविंग यू द फीडबैक लाइनर्स यू गो. ठीक है, देन रेनू द 3 pointers दैट वर रॉन्ग. एक टॉपिक क्या था भाई, मुझे बताना सारे जाने. व्हाट वाज द टॉपिक देवी प्रसाद?
Topic is climate change and its effects on poverty.
Its impacts on poverty. Its effects on poverty. Why then we are moving against? Controlling कहाँ से आ गया? टॉपिक की डिस्कशन हो गई थी, सारे पॉइंट्स हो गए थे. What is the major impacts on poverty? Think about the topic. Close your eyes and think about the topic. That the people who they are being impacted. We saw in the COVID. We saw in this also. अगर लैंडस्लाइड हो जाएंगी तो लोगों को क्या है, वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव नहीं कर पाएंगे. Where the employment is already there of them. They are not able to generate money. हंगर का अभी देखा था, बहुत क्रॉप्स के रेट हैवी हो जाते हैं. टमाटोज रेट राइजेस, onions rate rise. What is the reason? Because we are not getting the you can say imports of those from the exactly cities where they are ingrown. So what is being added? Food shortage is there. Water की वजह से क्या होता है? Inborn diseases actually rises, and the level of that money, you can say it out, prices they get so much hike. Poor people can't afford it out. Poor people get more poorer. Richer, they are already being on the same stake, right? So these are the things which no one discussed. Whereas the scarcity was one thing which was mentioned by Karunakar. One point. Before that, Karunakar mentioned global warming, country temperature. वो थोड़ा सा start किया. Karunakar, you could start it like this. Before we go with the actual discussion, any one of you could start it out. We need to understand the meaning of climate change. Climate change is something when the temperature rises, it stays for a prolonged period of time. And we have seen that recently in news, the Shimla region or Punjab regions were hugely impacted. And this has led to the scarcity of food. The prices have been high. So this is one point. Why no one of you gave the pointer? Very justified, and you would see it out. It's a very beautiful point if you would collaborate it out. ठीक है, Karunakar की वो गलती थी. Devi Prasad, what I felt is out it, your pointers need to be very much groomed as of now. ठीक है, whatever the pointer you were saying it out, you were trying to come, you were not giving me very exact one. Whenever you start with a topic, say it out, justify the topic with someone's agreement, disagreement. Okay, first thing. Second, go for the meaningful, relevant examples, go for that also. Try to be more into this. Content needs to be enriched. Your content was not very good. Okay, it was very average. Everyone's content was average. Even I'd say, Renu, again and again, clarify my point by giving example. Don't say like that. I would like to give an example. I would like to quote an example. Quote कर रहे हो आप example को ना? तो क्या आएगा? आप example दो. Prices hike का मैंने दिया, food shortage का दिया, water scarcity का दिया. लोगों को employment नहीं मिल रही है. कैसे मिलेगी employment? They are not able to get the employment. ठीक है? और क्या facts होते हैं? बाकी चीजों में controlling में जाना is a last thing before you have discussion this topic. पहले बाकी मुद्दे पे discuss करो. Then go for the other stuff. Okay, so Renu, this was not the way. ये वाला point, और कभी भी repeat नहीं करते content. More you repeat, it will be like, अच्छा ये लड़की ने तो अभी तो ये point बोला था, फिर यही बोल रही है, मतलब उसको नया point नहीं आ रहा. You understand? These things are very minute to be judged. उसके बाद Karunakar, not only agriculture is facing, okay, that was fine. आयुष से सीधा कंट्रोलिंग की बात कर दी. ये कंट्रोलिंग वाला रेनू ने जैसे कंक्लूजन में किया था वैसे आ सकता है. अभी हम कंट्रोलिंग की बात करेंगे तो यू विल बी सेइंग दैट यस we have discussed a lot of points why it is happening. Now we need to understand what government can plan for us. वो होता है कंट्रोलिंग में. ठीक है, पर वो तो आपकी 10 मिनट में डिस्कशन में आपको लगता है आपने सारे डिस्कस कर लिए थे. बहुत पॉइंटर्स है इस पे. ठीक है, ये पॉइंट्स अभी और जनरेट करने हैं, मैं आपको बताती हूँ. उसके बाद कंक्लूजन सेम वे. देवी प्रसाद, यू ट्राई टू फॉलो इट आउट कि हेल्दी है ये है, पर वही चीज है ना, प्रैक्टिस करोगे थोड़ा बेटर हो जाएगा. राइट नाउ आई फाउंड देवी वाज गुड बट नॉट वेरी गुड. एवरीवन नीड्स टू बी इम्प्रूव. ठीक है, रेनू का भी, रेनू ने भी तो जैसे लाइनर की लास्ट वाली लाइन अच्छी थी कि कैसे कंक्लूड, तो कंक्लूजन कैसे आएगा. वी हैड अ वेरी हेल्दी डिस्कशन और देयर वर वी एज अ टीम ट्राई टू एक्सचेंज नंबर ऑफ आइडियाज. वी प्रोपोनेंट्स try to exchange number of ideas. Okay, the most important we felt is that climate change is at its peak and it is impacting the poverty at a severe run. Some of the things which are impacting are the employment ratio, the food scarcity is there, food water shortage is there, or the people are not able to, their number of landslides due to which people are not able to move from one place to another. And through this, we can conclude it out that government needs to have some certain plans so that such climate change could be maintained. We are able to maintain our natural resources and climate change could be little preserved or something like that. ठीक है, तो वो जेनरिक एंडिंग होगी. एंडिंग हमेशा न्यूट्रल होगी. ओके, व्हेनेवर देयर इज एन एंडिंग इट विल ऑलवेज बी अ न्यूट्रल वन. सरकार पे छोड़ दो कि सरकार को कुछ ना कुछ मेजर करना है. पहले हमने कुछ पॉइंट्स बता दिए, एक दूसरे के कोई इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स बता दिए. अब समझ आया कुछ कुछ गया दिमाग में किस तरह से तुम्हें टॉपिक करना है.
मैम रिव्यू फॉर मी.
हाँ, review first thing. Okay, now your voice is there. Confidence, which I found the lack was there. You try to follow the scheme in the introduction also. Confidence, fluency, और discuss one by one. सारे points भी discuss करते हैं कभी भी Karunakar. GD में इकट्ठा point नहीं बोलना है सारा. एक point उसको justify करो. एक point उठा लो. Food scarcity, food shortage, water shortage, poorer becoming poorer. कोई quote, heading देने की कोशिश करा करो ताकि तुम्हें कोई cut भी कर देना तुम उसको justify कर रहे हो. Okay, so heading means is कि तुमने दे दिया that I think the employment is being impacted. So you have to justify it. We can see that recently the people are not able to move due to heat strokes. बहुत ज़्यादा heat strokes होती है, लोग काम नहीं कर पाएंगे बाहर, तो क्या होगा. ये हाड़ी वाले लोग हैं जो laborers हैं, they are to earn the same day and they are to eat. They won't be able to earn. Why? Because there is some kind of the climate which is making them suffer. It can be heat stroke, it can be floods, it can be droughts, it can be anything. Clear? And it's a natural calamity. Clear हुई ये चीज है. Something went to your mind. It is okay. First is always wrong one. I agree it out because you are not doing the group discussions. You have never done it out. I think Renu has done, but I don't know why. Renu किया नहीं था अच्छे से.
मैम yesterday का भी ऐसा ही हुआ था.
Yesterday भी गलतियां की थी.
हाँ, अभी हो रहा है.
नोट करो अब जो पॉइंट्स किए हैं, अपनी आपकी इंट्रोडक्शन बनाने की कोशिश करो. कंक्लूजन कल जो मेरे पास आ रहे हैं इंट्रोडक्शन में उल्टा होगा. The ones who are introducing today, they will be concluding. The ones who concluded, they will be introducing. We're going to do vice versa. So you check yourself. Where do we stand? Are we doing good in introduction? Are we doing good in conclusions? Clear? Note down this topic now. When I end a GD doesn't mean you are to end it out. You have to open your notebooks. You have to write down your points. You have to take your phones, Google it out, and type on Google. Food, this one, the climate change and its impact on poverty. Right? Or it can come as the economic impacts due to Indian economy being impacted due to climate change. So this one topic can come in multiple perspectives. So that one pointer gets ready. आपका एक बहुत अच्छा point ready होना चाहिए finals के लिए अगर ऐसा topic आता है. Clear हुई ये चीज?
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम? आयुष, देवी प्रसाद, करुणाकर, रेणु. Any problem to anyone? Devi, clear? Devi Prasad? Write it down, write in a notebook. By the end, I should have, when you close your notebook, you should have 10 pointers. Make your introduction, make your conclusion. 10 pointers mean food shortage, water scarcity is there, agriculture is being impacted, unemployment is there, rich are becoming richer, poor are becoming poor. Some quotes you can find it out. और आपकी कॉपी में एक टॉपिक तैयार है आपका. डन. इकोनॉमिक फैक्ट्स में किसी में भी आ सकता है. करनाकर स्माइलिंग. करनाकर बहुत अच्छा किया जीडी में, जो खुश हो रहे हो.
No, ma'am. IISc also.
Yeah, so I know that. So to be sincerely.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, chalo. Take care, guys. We'll meet tomorrow again.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am,
All the best.